Welcome to Chapter 1 of our NGINX Unit 101 tutorial series. I'm super glad you're around. In this chapter, we will look into the overall course. I will show you what's the content of the course, what different chapters we have, so you have a little bit of a guideline to know if you look for a specific topic, in which chapter you can directly jump to learn what you need. Feel free to jump in the chapter you need. You don't have to follow all of them if you already know parts of it. Whatever is good for your pace. So let me dive into and start with our agenda. And before that, I would like to introduce myself, tell you a little bit more about me. So my name is Timo Stark. I work as a principal technical product manager at NGINX, and I'm a web developer and an admin since longer than half of my life. My first application I've created when I was 12 years old, a PHP application. I'm sure it was horrible. I don't have it around anymore, but I'm pretty sure it was horrible. And yeah, beside from that, I'm a language enthusiast. That means I really love anything comes with programming of different applications. My favorite application language, if there is any, I still love PHP. It's a very, I mean, it was my first language. That's why I still love it. Java is also great. I know you will definitely hurt me because of this, but Java is also great. Kotlin is even better. Python is great. Rust is great. C, of course, is great, but I'm not a super great C developer. So yeah, what should I say? JavaScript as well. So that's why I love NGINX Unit so much, because it combines a lot of things I do since over 12 years now. And that's why I'm really happy you've joined me with this course and learned together with me everything about NGINX Unit. Yeah, what I'm doing when I'm not sitting in front of my computer, doing work or like jumping around different languages and build applications. I'm volunteering in the fire department and at the emergency medical service. So that's what I basically do when I'm not working or not nerding, computering, however you want to call that. And yeah, sometimes that's a great contrast between the virtual environment, the virtual world, and doing all the computer stuff and programming, and then back into the real life, into good, bad situations where we can help people. So that's enough about me. So if you have any questions alongside the course, during the course, we are on Slack. We have email addresses. We are on GitHub. So make sure you let me know all your questions. I will be around. So let's jump directly into our course. In chapter 1, I will tell you a little bit more about NGINX Unit. What is NGINX Unit? Why did we invent NGINX Unit? What was the reason behind that? What is the vision? That is chapter 1, just to give you a brief background. Not really technical, more about the why behind NGINX Unit. Chapter number 2 is installing NGINX Unit on Linux. And here we will cover Debian and Ubuntu in general. Chapter 3 is installing on Linux for Red Hat and CentOS Stream. So if you're using Red Hat or CentOS, make sure you check out chapter 3. Chapter 4 is installing NGINX Unit on macOS using Homebrew. So if you're a Mac user, chapter 4 is definitely your thing. Chapter 5 is WSL2, so Windows Subsystem for Linux. I'll show you how to install NGINX Unit on WSL2. Chapter number 6 is the first real touch point with NGINX Unit. So NGINX was installed, it is up and running. With this, in chapter 6, we explore the REST configuration API of NGINX Unit and the unit core components. So that means the processes, how to start, how to stop NGINX Unit, all that. Chapter number 7 is a simple hello world configuration. Chapter number 8 is a web server use case. So we'll configure NGINX Unit as a web server. Chapter 9 is an introduction into the language modules of NGINX Unit, what the language modules are, what different language modules we have in general. And this will be followed by a very detailed set of videos about the most popular language modules. We will start with Python, and you will learn a lot about the language module on NGINX Unit using Python, how to install, how to configure your first application, what's important to do that. That is all in chapter 10. Chapter 11 is the same idea, but for PHP. So if you are coming from an NGINX PHP FPM fast CGI ecosystem and you want to know how to migrate, how to create a new application on top of NGINX Unit using PHP, then chapter 11 is your way to go. Chapter 12 is Unit for Java. We have implemented the Java Servlet API, so we can run those servlets natively on NGINX Unit. And in chapter 12, I will explain you how to do that, how to compile a Java application to work with NGINX Unit. There's nothing special really, but it is worth checking what's needed and how to run a Java app on NGINX Unit. So that is chapter 12. Chapter 13 is Unit for Go. So if you're a Go developer and you would like to have more control over the application processes, more control of your security, and want to learn how the language module for Go work, make sure you check out chapter 13. Chapter 14 is similar to Go, but for Node.js. If you're a Node.js or JavaScript developer for server-side code, Node.js and Unit will play very well together. So if you want to learn how to change the HTTP interface from Node to Unit and run your Node.js code or your Express application, to be specific, on Unit, chapter 14 is your way to go. Chapter 15 is the native TLS or HTTPS support. So in this chapter, we will learn how to configure certificates and how to apply those certificates to a listener to encrypt the connection. Chapter 16 is the unit request router basics. So that's Y1. It's all about handling incoming requests and what you can do with a unit request router. Very powerful tool. So make sure if you want to learn how to route your requests, incoming requests with all the HTTP metadata, URI, hostname, cookies, headers, arguments, all that, make sure you check out chapter 16. Chapter 17 is unit application process management. This one, we will learn how to manage your application processes. And chapter 18 is a very important topic about security. Chapter 18 is all about isolation features, namespace isolation, PID isolation, chroot, all that isolation you probably already know from Docker is something we can definitely cover in chapter 18. Really looking forward to that. Chapter 19 is, last but not least in this series, unit from source. So if you don't want to use our pre-built packages, don't worry. In chapter 19, I will explain you how to use NGINX unit from source, how to get the code, how to configure, how to make it. No pain, no banging against the wall. It's all simple in chapter 19. So that said, let's jump in with chapter 1 and see you all in the course. Bye.